Guys, we got some big announcements coming in today. UFC 297, 298, and 299 main events have all been officially announced. So here is what we got on the table here. First up, we got Sean Strickland defending his middleweight title against no other than Dricus du Plessis. And in my opinion, that's the correct guy. He beat Robert Whittaker. You beat Robert Whittaker, you kind of deserve a title shot. I don't want to see the Izzy rematch. Izzy needs to earn its way back to a title shot, and Khamzat Chimaev does not have any significant wins in the middleweight division. So I honestly think Dricus is the rightful number one contender. And who do I think wins that fight? I'm going to be honest, guys. I got Sean Strickland. I believe that on the feet, Sean's going to simply outclass Dricus. Dricus doesn't have anything for Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland was able to outclass Israel Adesanya for 5 rounds. He's been in there with Alex Pereira. Dricus will not have anything for Sean Strickland. As well as the cardio, I believe, might be a bit too much, seeing as, Dricus does have a tendency to gas out. However, that was with his nasal problem. So we'll see how the fight kind of plays out. And on the ground, Sean Strickland can absolutely hold his own. I think that they're both very high level, and I don't think either one of them will necessarily dominate the other. As well as Strickland's takedown defense is very good. So I honestly think that Sean Strickland's going to win this fight by way of decision. Next up, we have Alexander Volkanovski defending his featherweight title against Ilia Topuria. He's going to turn on very quickly after losing by way of knockout against Islam. And a lot of people are saying that Volkanovski's already on his decline, that he's not going to be the same guy anymore. And I don't believe any of that to be the truth. I think that Volkanovski got caught by a kick. I do agree that his chin has always been a little bit suspect, especially when he got dropped by a high kick from Max Holloway, as well as an uppercut. I always had a feeling his chin was a bit suspect. However, Volkanovski might start to decline now because he is getting up to that age. But at the same time, I also do believe that Volkanovski is such a better fighter than Ilia Topuria in a lot of ways, specifically when it comes to his range finding, his footwork, his overall boxing game, his leg kicks, and the wrestling game even is probably going to be better than Ilia Topuria. I overall do see Volkanovski getting the better of most of the fight, but if Topuria catches him, it could be game over. But I think that Volk is going to win by way of decision. I think that those leg kicks are going to tear Topuria apart. I think when it comes to the wrestling, I do think that Volkanovski is going to be able to out-grapple Topuria. When it comes to straight-up jiu-jitsu, maybe not. Who knows? There's only one way to find out. But I think that Volkanovski's going to win. I think people are kind of overlooking him right now because of this loss to Islam. And last but not least, at UFC 299, we got Sean O'Malley going to be defending his title against none other than Chito Vera. And this one's a bit of a head-scratcher. I understand why the UFC is doing it, right? Because Sean O'Malley's the big star. That's his one and only loss. And Sean O'Malley probably wants to avenge that loss and get back at Chito Vera. But rankings-wise, it doesn't make any sense. Chito came off a loss to Corey Sandhagen. Then he beat Pedro Munoz, and now he's going to get a title shot. But in my opinion, stylistically, I actually am favoring Chito Vera in this kind of fight, seeing as neither guy is particularly fast-paced fighters. That's going to kind of help Chito Vera, who's a very slow starter, as well as Chito Vera's striking defense is absolutely phenomenal. I don't think Sean's sniper style is really going to work against Chito. It's a similar reason for Sean Strickland of how to beat him in the striking. You have to beat him by way of combinations, and Chito Vera is even very good at defending combinations, as well as the leg kicks I think are just going to be too much. I don't see either guy trying to grapple with one another. I think it's going to be on the feet for most of the fight, and I think that Chito eventually is going to catch Sean O'Malley by way of like a high kick or something like that, and potentially knocking him out cold this time. And you have to remember in the first fight, Sean O'Malley was knocked out cold by that elbow. Go back and watch that clip. Chito Vera was able to get on top of Sean O'Malley and knock him out with one elbow. Chito Vera possesses a lot of power. I believe he's a much more responsible striker in the feet, and Sean O'Malley's sniper-like style is not going to work against someone like Chito Vera, who's so sound defensively and never gets clean. But let me know what you guys think of these main events down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more content. Peace!